Mag back on another bit of breakdown here. We're gonna get into this Donald Trump inauguration. We're gonna get into it in a minute and show you some things. But yeah, I wake up this morning to get a message from Spotify saying they delete one of the Mag video. Yeah, that's a joke because we already know people, they have to delete those videos that I do. You know, I know all of the video get under their skin. I don't know why they choose that specific video. I didn't get into it to see what video they delete, but they're supposed to know that yes, we're doing the work to break down the deceptions. So yes, they have to delete those videos. And yes, if you don't delete the video, I don't think I'm doing the right work here. That's what you need to know. I need to get under these establishment skin for them to delete videos and them things. So thank you, Spotify, for lighting a new fire under the mag. We're gonna get into this right here, and I'm gonna show you some things with this inauguration of Donald Trump and show you how the new world order gonna take shape right here. Just make it run. Take a look at this right here, Capitol Hill style.
I'm Keil Gaskins on Capitol Hill. Instead of giving his inauguration speech to the crowds of supporters that were set to fill the National Mall, Donald Trump kicked off his second term with a speech in the Rotunda, where he started by declaring a golden age of America. That starts now.
A golden age of America. And take a look at this right here, people, and don't worry about it. You see the character standing next to him? That's the handler right there that you see, that weird character right there in the black and white for Freemasonry. Do you see that? Pay attention to this Donald Trump inauguration and you understand what's the new world about. Pay attention here. Yes, you see, who is he swearing to, people? Who is he swearing to? It's not you. Who is they swearing to? There's somebody ahead of them. You got to understand, where's the script come from? Where's the Donald Trump script come from? And the teleprompter that he have to read. You don't understand. Can't open his mouth until he get the word from the peoples who are above him. So pay attention with this pledge. Show you he taking a pledge against the people. Take a look at this right here.
Trump taking the oath of office for the second time in 8 years.
Look at them. And this is all stage shit for the dumb masses, just in case you're dumb. With them swearing on a Bible. Who is they swearing to? They're swearing supposedly to protect the Constitution. What is that? To make you feel like America is a good and fair place, but you don't understand all corruption, the shit run by. Pay attention here.
A moment many thought was unlikely after assassination attempts.
Watch
both
this
real
again, and this is a part of the build-up to give you the Donald Trump back in the White House. That's why they pulled this off. I already explained it to show you that they want to show you Donald Trump as a strong person and the Biden as weak. Do you understand? So the Biden was too weak to basically, you know, go in these debates and shit. He got to step down, while the Donald Trump getting shot on the ears and surviving, holding the fist, say, fight, fight, fight. You understand what it is, people? So that's why they were showing you that, to show you that the Donald Trump is strong. And now they put this figure in, scaring the masses right here, bringing in the new world order. Pay attention here.
Look what happened.
Look what happened.
and
Fake
political. That Donald John Trump.
And take a look at this dumb shit right here to show you that America take the masses for dummies. What is this right here? What is that you're looking at on screen? Black and white for Freemasonry. Got the stars on, the red and blue for division. Right there in plain sight while they're playing with the dumb masses. Take a look at
President
this.
of the United States is impeached for high crimes and misdemeanors.
Impeached.
During the inaugural address, President Trump did not hold back on criticism of
Listen
where the
to this.
country is.
We must be honest about the challenges we face. For many years, a radical and corrupt establishment.
And remember, this one was the president before. Did you see what he did for you when he was in there? For the 4 years he take office and was sitting there, what did he do for you? What happened? They restored the Donald Trump? They reset him? How the hell did you get a new person now? I'm just asking you, what happened? Why all of a sudden the Donald Trump seen by the people as a different person? I don't get it. These things that he was disagreeing with and agreeing with now, he flip-flopping on it. What a joke for the masses. Pay attention. They give you a newly improved Donald Trump for the new president. It's the dumbest shit in the world. Pay attention.
Has extracted power and wealth from our citizens while the pillars of our society lay broken.
And optimism of where it's headed.
From this moment on, America's decline is over.
America decline is over. Remember, he was part of it, people. He was part of it. He just left 2020. What's wrong with the dumb masses here? He is a part of the destruction of America. What's wrong? And now he's gonna finish off. He's gonna put the final nail in the coffin. He can make all those promises to the dummies, the same dummies that he made the promises to when he was in there 2016. A lot of people sleep. Is the same character. Make these phony promises. None of it never come true. What's wrong? Listen here.
As former presidents
Watch
from both
this right here. It's just a show, people. Harboring all of these sodomites on the world stage. All of them is a part of the world stage. Take a look at this right here. One thing you need to keep in mind, they all family members. All of these former presidents, family members, 100% in. Like I say, they play that trick on you every 4 years when you scream because you're gonna cry out. Because whatever they plan, I'll tell you they're gonna do, they never come through with it. If it's for you, if they say they're gonna do something for them, of course they will do it. But when it comes to the people, you will never get one of those promises fulfilled while they're laughing at you and put another family member in every 4 years. Pay attention.
He is watched along with his new friends like Elon Musk and former foes like Jeff Bezos.
They're setting it up, people. They're setting it up. All of them gonna play a role in the new world. All of them. That's why you see the cabinet that Donald Trump supposed to be putting together, all of it full with all of those sodomites to destroy the world right here. Whether they play friend or enemies, they all a part of it.
And Mark Zuckerberg.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier.
Celebrities making an appearance this go-around. Carrie Underwood singing America the Beautiful.
America the Beautiful. They play with the dumb masses just when they're getting ready to crash America. They're pulling this off right here, people. They're giving you a new, improved, restored Donald Trump. Yes, for the new world order. A lot of people gonna sleep on it. But don't worry about it. I've been warning you the whole time. What these people gonna do in 2025. It's already started. You're gonna see the destruction right here. There you go. All of them. All of them is one.
After the pomp and circumstance and a send-off for his predecessor, it was back to work for Trump.
And what is that big old statue standing behind the Donald Trump? Go back again. Take a look at this right here, people. What is that? Wow.
After the pomp and circumstance and a send-off for his predecessor.
Why you think they're enemies, people? Why you think the Donald Trump talking bad about the Biden with every chance he get and their friends? Why did they do that? Wow, unbelievable dumb shit that you sleep on this year, people. This is the trick they've been playing on the Americans the whole time.
It was back to work.
What is that big, what is that, people? What is that statue? Like I say, it's all devil work. They're performing on the masses and the regular people. They will never see what's going on right here.
Because, you know, it's action, not words that count.
Action.
And you're going to see a lot of action.
Donald Trump has long promised getting to work on day one. Day one has now finally arrived. So after the inauguration ceremonies, he started signing a flurry of executive orders to fulfill his campaign promises on immigration, border security.
Campaign promises? Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. What is those executive order going to do all of a sudden? I'm just saying, people, look at all those things that they tell you they want to do as president and put it out there and they can't get it done. If it's something for you, if it's something to benefit you, no. Donald Trump couldn't sign it already. They would have to wait on votes and this and Congress and all of these things. Just like Biden was telling you, he's going to give you a break with the student loan. And he couldn't do it. He couldn't just sign the executive order and bam, it's on. Like Donald Trump just did supposedly. No, he got to wait on votes because it's something to benefit you. So all the shit that you see Donald Trump sign is for them taking action against you. Just in case you sleep, that's exactly what they're doing. Move.
The golden age of America.
Take a listen to this shit right here and tell me if it don't sound like the last speech when this Donald Trump supposedly take office in 2016. It's the same damn speech. Promised to make America great again, supposedly, in so many words. Pay attention to this right here and tell me you didn't hear it before, and why you believe in him today. The world is just a dumb stage. Listen.
Right now, we will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer.
Same shit, people, same shit he promised. Yes, to do this to China and cut off China and all of this shit, and America still have to depend on China all this time. Why? Why America still have to depend on China to make goods? And when Donald Trump was taking office in 2016-17, he said the same thing he gonna do. Stop them from taking advantage of Americans. It's a stupid shit, people, and now you're in a deeper hole as far as that concerned. Listen.
The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation.
Yes, consider itself.
One that increases our wealth, expands our territory.
Yes, wealth and territory. That's what they're gonna expand. They ain't gonna do shit for you. You hear me? All of the shit that Donald Trump promising to give to America, it don't involve you as far as you getting some good out of it. But if it's some part of your destruction, of course it's gonna happen.
Our cities raises our expectations and carries our flag into new and beautiful
Yes, carry the flags, because the flag is more important than you as the people. The flag is way more important. The fucking song that they sing that they call the national anthem is about the flag, not about the people. The flag is the coding with the devil on it with the stars. That's what you need to know. And the perfect shit that they give you right there, red and blue, for the division of the masses. You have to understand. That's why they do this right here. Listen.
And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts.
You hear that, people? You're gonna start launching American astronauts. You hear that, people? The Donald Trump that you respect, he talking about astronaut, people, some fake shit that don't exist. You believe in astronauts, you believe in space, you believe in spaceships, you believe in satellites, you believe in Mars. You're dumb as a damn rock stone. That's your damn problem. So the Donald Trump sit there with a straight face and mentioning astronaut, people, something that don't exist. They used to trick the fucking people on Earth about space. Space and space travel. That's what he into. Listen to this.
Plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
Yes, bam. Plant the stars and stripe on the planet Mars. Just like they trick you about they went to a light in the sky, people. In the sky. By the way, that's where Mars at. Mars is in the damn sky. It's not on the ground right here. It's in the sky. You hear that, the dumb people? I'm talking to you right here. How the fuck you believe that a ground to walk on is in the sky? Somewhere where you can go and plant a flag. You look at the light in the sky, which is the moon. It's not a ball. It's in the sky. It's a light in the sky. It's not a spinning planet. It's bullshit. And you want to tell me that somebody with a smart mind and a real brain in the head decide to go to that place and plant a flag? They're only talking to dummies in that way. Do you understand that? You can't go to a light in the sky and plant a flag. How would you get earth in the sky? It's the stupidest shit in the world. And that's what you get from this dumb character right here for the new world. Listen. Yes, and bam, give him the thumbs up. Cheer on with this sodomite they call Elon Musk, another fake on the world stage. They put him on as an innovator, as one of the richest men in the world. Bam, now he's in politics. The people don't get it. He's gonna bring you all of this new world order from the same seat that he tell you he coming on. Yes, he's an innovator, give you electric cars and all. Now he looking to give you affordable homes, a box to live in. The whole wide world is stupid, and you're following these people that gonna lead you all the way down to your destruction. Listen.
First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
You see, that's what he worry about, people. Why people suffering in America, hungry from hunger and all. I'm not playing. Look at a dozen egg, people, is close to $10. You hear they tell you about the bird flu, so they can raise these things upon you? A dozen egg is almost $10, people. What is Donald Trump talking about? He gonna create an emergency at the border? Wow. Listen here.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places.
Yes, because you already know what you all did. Remember the first migrant caravan you see, Donald Trump was in power in 2018. That's the first migrant caravan I ever heard of, where people walk in thousands of miles to come to the US-Mexico border. That's what they show you with Donald Trump in power. So that means he was a part of it. And all of a sudden now we're going to play the hero of deporting those same people. What a dumb shit for the masses. Now he's telling you that they are criminals. Listen to this.
Which they came. We will reinstate my remain in Mexico policy.
Listen to
I will
this.
end the practice of catch and release. And I will
Why did you have that practice to begin with? Like I say, people, they only put these things in so they can make a hero out of it when they're supposed to be take it off. That's what it is. Why is these things in place? I'm going to ask you a question. One of these executive orders that Donald Trump supposed to be signed, it basically go against an immigrant. Somebody come in illegal and have a baby and don't have no paperwork, but they could have still made that baby a citizen. So they're going to sign that now. Donald Trump going to sign it and be the hero to stop it. Why did that in place? Remember, you have to have paperwork in order to get these paperwork for the baby. You're going to sign your name on a baby certificate, birth certificate. You have to there present your ID. How did these people with no paperwork come have a baby in America and the baby is a citizen? How did they pass that as law before and now you have to sign an executive order against it? That's how the government people work. They put these dumb shits in place so they can bring you a fagabat right there to come change it and you cheer him on. Listen here.
troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
Yes, why did you let it happen?
Today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
Wow,
America
we will drill, baby, drill. Wow, go back again, people. I already told you, you believe in this character, you're dumb and stupid. There's no real human being with sense believe in these characters that they put on the world stage in the government. There's no way nobody smart believe in them. Listen here.
Today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We
Energy
will
emergency.
drill, baby, drill.
Wow, what is they drilling, people? And what is drilling? What they drilling? What energy got to do with drilling? Like I said, they're faking the masses. You're living in hell. Pay attention.
America will be a manufacturing nation once again.
Manufacturing
and we have
nation.
something that no other
Who is gonna work at those factories, those manufacturing factories? You have to have factories for these things to manufacture shit. You have to have factories and workers. You just say you're gonna deport most of those people who working in those fields, in those areas, factories and these things. Most of them have peoples with no documents. He said he's the same one who tell you that's where you're gonna start from. Schools and churches and these institutions. He gonna start deporting people from because he know exactly where they at in the workforce. I'm gonna ask you, how America gonna do all these things without workers? Oh, okay, the same people that you see shouting Donald Trump with the red, white, and blue, those are the people who gonna do those factory work? The world is stupid. America is done.
Manufacturing nation will ever have the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth.
What a joke.
And we are going to use it.
Yes, people, because the oil is in the ground. Because more dinosaurs used to be here in the millions of years because that's what they tell you produce oil. You want me to repeat that? They say it's dinosaur bone because there's no other animal that they tell you about could be in the ground that deep. By the way, those things don't exist. Never do. The 60 million years ago that they tell you 66 million years ago, a meteorite drop and hit the dinosaur and kill them so they can give you all these agenda tied to the fake dinosaurs. There's no dinosaur for real. It's a fake shit for the dumb masses. But yes, they can tell you they dig deep, deep in the ground and they find oil. Where they get it from? Bones. Bones there for millions of years and dead trees and bones sit there and becomes oil. And these fuckers said they dig in the earth, dig, drill, way down in the earth, and oil come gushing up. I guess you have a pocket to hold that oil. It's the dumbest shit in the world. It get the bunk and the mag be the truth. Just move.
We'll bring prices down. Fill our
Prices are what?
strategic reserves up again, right to the top.
All fake promises, people. None of it gonna come true. You're still gonna suffer. And I'm gonna be right here to nag you with it. There's no way this character gonna make life better for you here. He's just gonna bring in all of these new agendas. They're gonna watch you and everything. The new world order is in full effect with this character.
And export American energy all over the
Yes,
world.
where you gonna get the energy from?
This
Watch.
week,
Go back again.
we will bring
Watch this,
prices
people.
down.
Watch this.
Fill our strategic reserves up again,
Reserve
right to the
again.
top.
Because he said Biden use up the reserve. Listen.
And export American energy all over the
Yeah,
world.
watch the Biden people when he said that. Look at this. He used the Baphomet sign to put on the eye. Don't play around. That's what they do. All of them is satanic puppet right there on the masses putting on a show.
This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life.
Wow. Can he do that, people? What a joke for the masses. You know already everything. They have to bring up the division. They have to bring up race. They have to bring up all of these things. Donald Trump is also a part of the division. The division scheme that they have for the masses, part of your destruction.
Forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
And merit-based. What a joke. Wow, people.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Yes, and it sound good. It's only two gender, male and female. I bet you any money, people. I bet you money on it. That none of these shit that he's saying out his mouth not gonna come in true. None of it gonna come to reality, people. He just running his fucking mouth. You'll never see one of these presidents make something happen for real. What's going on here, people? Why is this Donald Trump now beyond all president? Now he can step through and do all of these things, just make it happen. While before, president used to have to wait on votes and Congress and all of this shit. This Donald Trump can overstep all of them now? Come on, people. This is bullshit. 100% in. Look at this right here. Pay attention
You
here.
have that other one to say?
Look at all those stars to represent them.
The first is the rescissions of 78 Biden-era EOs and presidential memoranda.
Listen to this.
You want to call it out? You want to say it? You want to say it?
Oh, if you want me to, sir.
Why don't you say what I'm saying?
Sure. The
And
first
he
item
got
that
it all
President
on
Trump...
a cell phone. The man got it all there on a cell phone. All that Donald Trump gonna sign right here. Pay attention here. Watch this.
Signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda,
Look at
and
the
others.
back. Listen to this. And they all cheering in the background to show you that it is bullshit. Watch this.
Thank you, sir.
He give him the pen and he show you. Hold on. So he show you the signature right there. Wow, look at it, people. What the fuck is that? Wow, what is that, people? Is that Donald Trump name? What the fuck is this, people? What is that he put on the paper? Everybody dumb. Good thing we got the bitter truth right here to expose them. Is that a Donald Trump signature? It is bullshit for the dumb masses. 100% in.
The second item, President Trump, is a regulatory freeze, as you announced in your speech, preventing bureaucrats from issuing any more regulations until we have full control of this, the government and this administration.
Wow, okay. Look at this right here, people. He already president, but pay attention. There you go again.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can I have a pen? The next item,
Wow,
sir,
can I have a
is
pen?
a
Look at
freeze on
this.
all federal hiring, excepting the military and number of other excluded categories.
He put a freeze on the FBI and the federal hiring. So he put a freeze so they can't hire nobody right now. Pay attention, people.
Again, until full control of the government is achieved.
Until full control of the government.
Objectives of government going forward.
Look at this. Okay. So I guess he's the only one who can hire right now in the federal government. Okay, all right. And where you gonna put these paperwork?
Could you imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so.
Wow. I already told you, it's just a show, people. A show for the dumb masses who believe in these characters. Take it in. Listen.
I don't think so.
You're laughing.
Sir, the next item, as you announced in your speech, is a requirement that federal workers return to full-time in-person work immediately.
So there you go, people. He pulling back the federal government into office. Remember, in the COVID, they let everybody go home and start working remotely. He calling back the FBI, the federal government, to come back into office. Yes, later on, they're going to tell you how much of them they laid off. Remember, the mag be the truth tell you. Listen. They're going to lay them all off. And later on, these documents gonna become secret documents where China gonna hack on Russia. Pay attention.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have a directive to every department and agency in the federal government to address the cost of living crisis that has cost Americans so dearly.
Hold on, people. So to address the federal government, to address the cost of living, what that mean, people? Why he didn't just sign one to drop the cost of living and done with it? Wow, unbelievable. Okay, so they're only signing one to address it. You hear that? The executive order is out only to address the cost of living, people, not to drop it, not to decrease it or anything. This is a joke for the dumb masses. And yes, I'm gonna be right here, like I say, to see if all of these right here coming from the sodomite is gonna come true. Let's see if they're gonna drop the cost of living, or they're only gonna put it on the table and talk about it like they do every other dumb shit. Yeah, carve it out. Some kind of drawing, but it's no signature. Look at this shit right here, people. Look at all these dummies out. Wow.
Thank you, sir. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty.
From the retreat, from the Paris Treaty. They're withdrawing from the Paris Treaty. What is that about? Wow. Okay, so what is a climate treaty? Paris Climate Treaty? Wow, what a dumb shit. They're laughing. Look at them. They're laughing.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you one question, people. Why is he signing this shit amongst the audience? Why is the audience there cheering him on if it's a real shit he's signing that gonna take effect for real? Why does he have to have those people cheering? This is something he's supposed to do by behind closed door. Just sign them and say, hey, tell the people what the hell you're signing. But to sign it in front of an audience and cheering, it is bullshit for the dumb masses. Move.
I can tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, it feels like old times. They covered the Trump White House the first time around, and extended press conferences like this of an impromptu nature were kind of typical, and they have now returned. Welcome back to our continuing coverage here on CBS News 24/7 of the inauguration of our 47th president, Donald Trump, who continues to spar with reporters and take questions inside the Oval Office.
And if you notice, people, the Donald Trump was the 45th president. What's 45th? Number 9 coding. And now he's what? The 47th, which is the number 11. You see that right there? That's the 9/11 coding right there with the Donald Trump. Oh, you take it for a joke? They never miss when it comes to these characters. Watch
While
this.
signing a raft, that is the best way to describe it, of executive actions and orders. Also, as we were coming into this event in the Oval Office, 1,500 pardons.
You hear that, people? 1,500 pardons. Where they get so much criminal to pardon, supposedly. As you could see, he put his hand on his mouth when he mentioned 1,500. That's for the number 6 coding. Pay attention.
Were signed by President Trump. 6 commutations.
6 commutation, another 6 again. Listen.
Those who have pled guilty or have been convicted by a jury of their peers for offenses related to the Capitol riot, January 6, 2020.
Yes, and they mentioned January 6, that's the next 6 again. All 666 coding, they give you right here. So listen, people, I told you already, I did a lot of video on that January 6 bullshit. It is fakery. 100% put together fakery. They give the dumb masses. It's all like a show, mini-series style. So now they're going to tell you he pardoned all those people that was convicted. Over 1,500 people the Donald Trump pardon. So guess what, people? Is that how the world is? A man sitting right there with 34 felonies and he's supposed to be pardoning all these criminals? And even the Biden, they tell you how much people he pardoned, including his family members. He pardoned over 5 or 6 family members and all that they tell you. So these people can commit these criminal acts and get away with it, and also pardon people that committed criminal acts. What about you as the people? They're not for you. Do you understand that? Take a listen and watch.
Also, the president said that on February 1st, he said approximately that would be
February
the time
1st,
he
number
thought
3.
it would be proper to impose tariffs of up to 25% on Canada and
Yes,
Mexico.
and what does that
He also
mean, people? What does the tariff mean? It meaning that you're going to charge these people that bringing in the goods for you more money. What those companies going to do? They're going to have to raise the price up. Who's going to pay? The fucking sodomite on screen? No. It's you. So with them threatening to raise tariff on you, and you're talking about addressing the supposed cost of living, that gonna bump up cost of living. You're gonna have to pay more for goods, 100% in. You're dumb? Anybody with sense already know that. You're not raising price on the people who supplying you with the goods. You're raising the price on you. You gotta end up paying that raise at the end of the day. Listen here.
Great length about what he may or may not do with
It's
TikTok.
bullshit. Yes, and this with the TikTok bullshit, as you could see him pointing to the one eye right there representing the devil, the one eye God. Yes, he gonna mention the TikTok. Remember what I tell you, they're not banning TikTok, they're just playing games with the masses 100%. And if they don't want the TikTok there, you would have never see it in those app store to download. So don't worry about it. They're the one who sell you that TikTok in America.
And its threatened ban under federal law. He
Bullshit
also
again.
talked at length about trying to figure out a way to end the war between Russia and Ukraine. And
Yes,
saying
of
for the
course he can end all of those fake wars. Those wars don't exist. It's a fake shit for the dumb masses who believe in this world. So listen, of course he can end those fake wars and take credit for it. There is no war.
time that Vladimir Putin is destroying Russia, harming its economy, and
You care
hollowing
about
out
Russia
its
economy?
military, or words to that
care
effect.
about the military
also,
in Russia?
several executive orders signed about declaring an emergency on the southern border
Listen.
and with American energy production. I'm joined here on the balcony of the Cannon House office building by Finn Gomez, our political director. The feels like temperature, ladies and gentlemen, is 6. I can confirm
Of
that is
course, all coding.
accurate. Finn, we both experienced what we are seeing playing out now. There's clearly a craving that President Trump has for this attention, and that's sort of speaking off the top of his head, though it's sort of...
He's speaking off the top of his head. Really? What is he saying? Joe Biden wouldn't sign this? That's what he come up with off the top of his head? They mentioned the top of his head for a reason. These fuckers can't talk without a script.
with his underlying philosophy and a lot of executive actions in the Oval Office tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got to
actions.
say, he was asked about Greenland a little while ago.
Yes, also, I forgot to mention Greenland.
Yes, and I already tell you what they use those places to do, run psyops on the masses. Greenland and Antarctica. The places that they tell you hold the key to your life here. Of course, they're going to run nothing but psyop with those places. No doubt about it. Listen.
He was asked about the strategic importance and why he wants to, have it as part of,
yes, of
U.S.
course.
territory, at least.
U.S. territory.
I gotta say, Major, it does feel a little bit like Greenland here, I would assume. But I think it's just striking. 4 years and 2 weeks
so they freeze
ago,
your ass out.
About 100 yards right behind you over here was a January 6th attack on the Capitol, and it just shows how much has changed. I was there that day, and to go
Bullshit.
from there to
All
now, where
fakery.
those 1,500 defendants have now been...
Right, we have a complete recasting of what that was then and what President Trump says, and with the power of the pardon pen, has declared it a basic non-event in American history with no criminal implications going forward.
Absolutely not. And also, this is in part, as you know,
picture if that shit really happened, people. They can just erase it like it never do happen. All that invasion and all this talk about they invading the government and all of this shit, and the charges against Donald Trump for inciting the riots and all, people, and nobody get charged. At the end of the day, everybody walk away like that shit never happened, including the Donald Trump. This is the dumbest shit in the world. Like I tell you, the world is a stage. Listen some more.
He campaigned on this for the last 2 years. We saw this. It was on this. It was on immigration, which is in part what they do credit as why he run, right? And here he said he was gonna start day one with a bang, and he essentially has.
Yes, he started with a bang.
Actions, and designating some of the cartels and criminal organizations.
You hear that, people? Listen to this.
As terrorist organizations. This is all.
So yes, people. He said that I guess he classing the supposedly, what they would have called, they talk about Mexican, drug cartels. I guess he say classing the cartels as terrorists, global terrorists. That's the word they use. Global terrorists. Remember what I tell you? What's the cartel? The Mexican government, the Mexican army. Don't let them fool you. That's who they call cartel. And them in America is in fully cahoots. They're friends. They allies. They rub shoulders. They play with the dumb masses. They're the one who prepare that drugs for the Americans. Yes, orders by the American. Do you understand that or not? So therefore, in order for Mexico to keep making drug for you, they have to be in cahoots. The American government and the Mexican government. And it's the Mexican cartel. They call that shit. Listen to this.
Meet for his base, but also promises that he had said he would do, or actions he said he would take.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Finn, because the implications of declaring drug cartels foreign terrorist organizations means the U.S. military might be involved not just at defending the border, but going into Mexico
Yes.
with
and
military.
if you never classed them as terrorists, you couldn't go into Mexico after them, right? As cartel. You couldn't go after them if the name is cartel. But you can go after them if the name upgraded to terrorists. It is dumb shit.
Action. And when asked directly about that, just moments ago, President Trump said, I might. Stranger things have happened. Kind of glib about it, but definitely leaving that as a potential future action he might take against the cartels. I also want to catch everyone up on what I was just told by our executive producer, Ali Sands. Scott McFarland tells us that all pending cases, meaning cases that have yet to be resolved and adjudicated related to January 6th, 2021, have been dropped.
You hear that, people? And right away, don't worry about it. You're going to see them on TV getting interviewed. The same peoples that they tell you Donald Trump just signed the executive to drop the charge against. They're going to be out immediately to interview them, to get interviews on TV. I bet you, people, that's what they're going to do, even though it would be a process and would take weeks and months for them to actually get released. But that's what they're going to show you. Move.
This monumental undertaking is a resounding declaration of confidence in America's potential.
As you could see, he used the two flags right there, the ones that represent the devil themselves, to make the twin pillow, and he's standing in the middle of it. Watch this. Listen.
New president. This is to me a very big thing. $500 billion.
Listen.
Stargate project. I think
you hear that, people? He's gonna basically give $500 billion to the Stargate program. Stargate, that sounds like a coding to me. What is Stargate? He claimed he's gonna put all this investment into AI, which I already tell you, people, is the devil work right there. So yes, all the agenda that we said was coming is right here to the same character right there, that puppet on the world stage. Donald Trump gonna represent all of it. You see the AI people is the destruction of the masses. So with him supposedly tell you about $500 billion investment in it, people, that mean the whole America gonna be surveilled. Remember, that's what the AI is there for, to take data of the masses and learn you. So with this right here, this upgrade, just like with the cryptocurrency and all of it gonna take effect right now. Listen.
It'll be something that's very special. It'll lead to something that could be the biggest of all.
The biggest of all. It can lead to something, the biggest of all. The destruction is coming. That's what he's talking about. Don't be stupid. That's exactly what the AI gonna do for you. Listen.
President Trump just moments ago here at the White House announcing this new project for infrastructure inside the U.S. for artificial intelligence, and 3 men are teaming up with the president in this public-private partnership, and that is Sam Altman.
You notice the clock said 6:23, all coding, and pay attention to this right here, people. These 3 puppets right here, the ones that they tell you come up with these open AI and shit. Look at them. Them the one who we gonna basically put on and give that 500 million to supposedly endorse the AI in America. That's what he's telling you right here in a nutshell.
AI CEO Larry Ellison, Oracle founder, chairman of the board, and chief technology officer, and Masayoshi Son, SoftBank chairman and CEO.
Yes.
Gentlemen, thanks for being
Why did he need these guys, people? Because it's for the new world. Wow.
It's exciting. I heard what you made, the comments you made inside. First, let me talk to you, Sam, about what this means for AI in the future for the U.S. investment here.
Listen, people.
This means we can create AI and AGI in the United States of America. Wouldn't have been obvious that this was possible. I think if a different president might not have been possible, but we are thrilled to get to do this, and I think it'll be great for Americans, great for the whole world.
It'd be great for Americans, great for the whole wide world. Listen to me, people. The deeper they get into this AI, the more they're gonna tell you got breach. Do you know this? Since they bring in the AI, how many breach they tell you about? How many hackings? They tell you about hackings at the phone company, hackings at these gambling facility all over, people. They hack everything. They're hacking the supposedly U.S. infrastructure and all because of AI. They can get to tell you these things. What gonna happen when they step up this shit tenfold? What gonna happen? Listen. All right.
So you said that this is the golden age. You used President Trump's phrase.
What does that mean?
Why is this administration that can do it, do you think?
Because we can make deal happen.
Look, we can make deal happen.
It's all energized.
Energized. Listen.
Approval come much faster, much bigger, and
because it's a new improved Donald Trump. He got restore. Listen.
Meaningful way.
Larry, you talked about what can come out of this as far as healthcare and other things.
What did I tell you, people? They're making me look like a profiteer. That's what I've been trying to tell you about. The medical industry gonna go AI. And listen, the mistake that it can make gonna be on a larger scale. When the AI supposedly go wrong, there's nobody to blame. But it gonna destroy more people than if it was a human error. The AI control a mass body. People are gonna expose to a mass body of the people. Which if it's a one doctor make a mistake, it might be for one patient. But the AI making a mistake, a lot of people gonna get hurt. A lot of people gonna get in it.
People are starting to get their head around AI, but not fully.
They get their head around AI, not fully.
When you go to the hospital these days, if you're using a modern system, excuse me, using a modern system, the doctor will get a little note written by AI describing what the purpose of the appointment.
And don't worry about it, people. I already told you. Do you see those commercial advertising doctors on your phone? That's what it's gonna be, people. The new world just gonna require you going on an app. And that's where you're going to get diagnosis. That's where they're going to diagnose you right there. And then you can get the medication, come to Amazon, delivering it at your door. Listen to this.
And then that note will have your latest lab tests and your
everything.
And before, so the doctor's prepared when they meet with the patient. The AI will actually
he's not a real smart person, people. He's dumb as a damn rock. But he's the innovator that gonna bring this shit to the table. You don't understand. These are just spokesmen for those things that they bring into the masses. To make you upset it, they show you these retarded people. Listen.
The conversation between the doctor and the patient and make recommendations and improve the likelihood that the patient's going to get a high quality of care.
By the
it's
AI.
Easier for the doctor, it's better outcomes for the patient.
Yes, everything is easier with AI around. You want to make it easier for the doctor. You want to make it easier for the patient. All with destruction. Listen.
It's really a revolution in medicine.
Revolution in medicine.
But
there you go.
It's a revolution in many other industries
as well.
Yes,
and I already told you, that's the same thing that gonna prepare the medication and all. The same AI gonna be mixing those wicked chemicals to make your medication.
Well, medicine just touches us all.
There you go.
Sam, for the people who are concerned about AI on either the work and job front or just it's scary, what do you say to them that there are...
Yes, work. They have to mention the work, the job front. Even though Donald Trump gonna come and sign this and sign that, he just signed away your job. You're gonna put these billions of dollars supposedly that America don't have into AI to take away your damn job. He talk about the economy and the pressure on the people, the cost of living, and at the same time, he putting all this money into AI. Why you don't put that shit into the peoples, the poor peoples? If Donald Trump is a real guy coming to save you, why you don't use that $500 billion to help the homeless people in America? No, it's to make more people go homeless. Because you don't have a job, you can't afford the cost of living. That one gonna make you homeless with the same AI that they put all those billions into just to take your place. Do you get it or not? You only can be the consumer in hell. You can't make nothing. You can't have hands in making shit. So that's what they're bringing you towards now, to let you see it more clearly. The AI gonna be the one supplying you. You're just gonna be the consumer.
Rails to make sure that it doesn't go out of bounds.
Yeah, there are hundreds of millions of people using these tools today. It'll go to billions. People are using it and really dependent on it for all sorts of great...
He tell you that they're using it, but what that mean? Yes, we know millions of people using it. Yes, people depend on AI. What that mean? It mean more destruction for you. That's it.
In their lives. Like any new technology, we do have to put some rails on it. You can imagine ways it could go wrong. But if you look at the safety record,
you see,
what we've been able to ship so far,
people.
What I think we'll be able to do in the future.
They're always gonna tell you the good outweigh the bad, but it's bullshit. They're only gonna tell you about the good. The bad gonna be lurking right there for your destruction later on.
The benefits of this tremendously
There's
outweigh
no
the
benefit
downsides.
of fucking
AI. We have to be
AI.
responsible
None.
how we do this. We have to build it carefully.
Build it carefully.
But I think people are really good, and people will do, on balance, incredible things with this technology.
Yes.
The scale of this investment obviously is huge. And
just imagine somebody hacking to the medical industry. They already tell you that happen, people. They tell you it happens already. Wow, you don't get it, man. So if they hack in the medical industry, there go all the peoples that was on AI doing their medication, doing their diagnosis and all. Now all your data gonna be exposed. Once you put it out there, it's there. Listen.
What I think that says about the likely progress of the technology, at least what all of us believe, is correspondingly huge.
Read
but
your
I have
script.
enormous
Watch his
faith
eyes,
to figure it
people.
out.
And the
Read
first
a
one
script.
in Texas?
First line in Texas. Already going.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's a big project. Masa, I want to ask you about money and public-private partnerships. Before President Biden left in his farewell address, he expressed concern or warnings over an oligarchy, the fact that guys with a lot of money would have a lot of influence on policy.
Wow.
You guys obviously have a lot of
That's
money.
exactly what they're doing, people. They fake you with these characters. They don't have no money. They're just a part of the world stage, and they introduce them that they have money. They innovate all of these things so you can be like, have to listen to that person, and now they put them in politics. They put them to make these decisions in your life. It's a dumb move, people, but pay attention. That's where they're going.
With President Trump, how do you respond to that criticism about big money and its influence in U.S. government?
Of course.
Well, for the
better humanity of our future,
better
we
humanity
need
of
big
our
capital
future.
to invest
You hear
into
that?
the project.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask you one question, people. Elon Musk is a part of this technologized world and all of these characters, they say they're billionaires. A matter of fact, they tell you the Elon Musk is now a trillionaire. Why is the government have to dip their hand in the people's money, basically, to fund these places, to fund these things? Why you have to fund AI as the government and all of these innovators and these tech characters is multi-billionaires? Why is you touching the supposed to be people money? Because if the government have the money, it's for the people. Where did it come from? You charge the people all this tax everything, and then trick them that you're going to give them a tax return. Why took it in the first place? All of that is a sham for the masses to show you you're living in a controlled environment, hell, right here. So I'm saying with all these innovators so rich, they all billionaires. Why look for the government to fund it? Why all of them don't come together and put this $500 billion together to fund their own shit? But it's the world stage they on, fooling the dumb masses. Move.
As part of
Watch
his
this.
blitz of executive orders issued yesterday, President Trump also delivered on a campaign promise to withdraw the United States from the World Health Organization.
So you hear that, people? He withdrawing America from the World Health Organization. If you ask me, America put that shit together with that serpent right there laying in the flat earth, in the hell that you live in. Remember what I tell you. The circle that you see right here is where we live. Yes, there is continents beyond that. But you see where you see the serpent laying down? That's where they control. What's that serpent represent? The devil. The devil that run this earth. That's what they show you right there. Can you believe one picture? Is that mean that much? Okay, there you go right there. One photo tell you everything about what's going on and everything. Okay, they show you all the continents that right here that we live. And they show you the serpent laying across it, meaning the serpent control the whole fucking thing. Okay, and that's the earth right there, the flat earth they use for their logo. Right in there, remember, flat earth is 33 in numerology to show you that it's a part of the control of the masses right there in the circle. The devil own it, the devil own whatever in it, which is us and all this material in here. But let me tell you this, the CDC is what control the Americans. The CDC, okay, they're the one who responsible for all of this shit. They're the one who give you that pandemic. They're the one who put that shit out there. They're the one who tell you what to do. 6 feet apart, wear a mask, quarantine, all of that shit, get a test. That's the CDC and not the World Health Organization. Okay, pay attention to this.
The White House accuses the WHO of mishandling the COVID-19
so what that got to do
pandemic,
with you?
bias towards China, and says the U.S. is forced to pay more than its fair share to support the international organization.
Okay, you were supporting
For
it
more
with money?
on the potential implications of this, we're joined now by Lawrence Gostin, law professor and director of the World Health Organization and collaborating
that's
center
American.
at Georgetown University.
They all fake, people. They're 100% fake. That's American right there. And he hold a big position in the World Health Organization. It's American shit.
Welcome back. Thanks for being with us. You know, in your Washington Post op-ed today, you said leaving the WHO would be what you called a grave mistake that would hurt Americans. How so? What's the potential harm here?
Listen.
Well, thank you for having me.
Got on a red and blue tie.
This is a truly historic decision. The United States really formed the World Health Organization in 19...
Bam. Yes, America formed that shit. Just like America put the damn Castro in Cuba in place, and then later on they're screaming about a dictator. That's how they do it, people. America control a lot of shit that's going on around the world. Listen to this.
48, and has been its most influential and greatest funder
for and now you're gonna leave
years. This is going to make America decidedly less safe, less secure.
No, it's bullshit. Less safe and less secure because you cut off the World Health Organization, the one that have the people in a damn box, hold them by a string. No, people, you don't need no organization None of these CDC, FDA of the world. Those are the ones that actually put you in shambles. They play around like they're the supposedly one that gonna save you from the things that they actually put in place. Listen to this.
It's hard for me to think of any national advantage that we get. I only see us alone and isolated, not stronger.
Wow. You mentioned the U.S. has been its greatest funder for WHO. If
you
take a look
the greatest funder have more supposedly, influence, if you want to put it that way. If America is the biggest funder, it's a reason why they would be the biggest funder, because they have more influence on it. So don't worry about it. This is bullshit for the dumb people.
This graphic, we should just point out, look at the top 10 sources of funding there. The U.S. there at the top, but there's other groups like the World Bank, the Gates Foundation, countries like...
Listen to this right here, people. Take a look at these funders, people, of the World Health Organization. So America is up there as a country, and then you have the Gates Foundation right underneath it, people. Wow, they're talking about Bill Gates, people, that sodomite on the world stage. He's no different from Donald Trump, Elon Musk, the Mark Zuckerberg of the world. It's fake as they put on the world stage to play around like they're rich so they can sell you the world agenda. What kind of shit is this, people? Wow. So therefore, a few countries in there, including the World Bank in there, people, the World Bank, which is controlled by the same world government. Is this a joke? United Kingdom, even China. What a joke for the masses, people. They fund this shit right here for the world destruction, 100%. And don't worry about it. It's the same influence you're going to get from the CDC. It's them same one extended to these countries. Yes, every country you're going to find a CDC like right there, and they're the one who's going to destroy that country.
Germany, UK, and Japan, but the U.S. is responsible for some 1/6 of the organization's budget. So is President Trump's characterization that the U.S. is shouldering an unfair financial burden here wrong?
Yes, actually, I think it is wrong, but it's not totally wrong. Let me explain. The WHO has a budget of roughly 1/4 of the U.S. CDC. So for a global institute...
Look at that shit right there, people. I won't leave it right there, man. Because you already know, like I say, the new world is on. Just take a look at what's around you and watch everything gonna change. Yes, all those supposed to be executive order that Donald Trump signed, none of them is for the people. All of them is going against the masses, government shit, to put more pressure on you. They're talking about putting all that money in AI. AI is gonna be the one to surveil you here, watch you and take everything about you, so the government can know you inside and out, even your thoughts. They're talking about this medical shit also in the AI business, AI taking over the medical industry. Certain things they're gonna tell you they cut off just to make the AI more supposed to be taking the lead way. And that's the problem of the masses. Yes, another mag, bam, I'm gone.